Welcome to 5 Questions with Calgary's Business. This is the time when we ask 5 key questions to community and business leaders in Calgary. I'm your host, Mario Tonaguzzi, and joining me today is Tanya Eklund, a realtor with Remax Real Estate Central and owner of her own company, the Tanya Eklund Group. Thanks, Tanya, for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Mario.
Tell me, first of all, why you became a realtor.
Well, it's kind of funny. I kind of just fell into it. I don't think many girls or boys, grow up dreaming I want to be a realtor. And I thought I wanted to be a lawyer. And so I had started my path in university, and real estate presented itself through a friend of mine. And so I drove down here from Edmonton and met with somebody else and felt it was the right move.
Tell me, what are some of the good things about being a realtor?
Some of the great things are the freedom that you have with your schedule, and maybe that's not right at the beginning because you're at the mercy of your clients, and every paycheck is very precious. So if someone says jump and you say how high in the first 5-6 years. Now, having been in it for almost 19 years, it has allowed me certain freedoms that I wouldn't have if I was employed under a company. We are able to take more time off with our kids. We're able to travel more. I'm able to do things during the day that I wouldn't be able to do if I was sitting at a desk. So the biggest driver for me in what I do and owning my own business is the freedom that it's provided me and the balance that I now have in my life.
What about the bad things about being a realtor?
Well, the challenges facing realtors is, it's a very competitive market, and you're always up against competitors. It's a grind. I think we're even finding it a grind even more so these days. And when I first started, I had zero sphere of influence in Calgary. I knew nobody really. And so it was just starting from the ground up. I had to cold call. I felt like a telemarketer. I got hung up at. I started in the phone book. I started at A, and I think I might have got to K in 5 years. And it was just, it wasn't pleasant. A lot of rejection. I always joke and say I should teach a course on rejection 101, because you really have to work through your emotions and what it feels like for people to constantly tell you that, sorry, we've gone with someone else. We think someone is better for the job. So even today, it's a little bit easier. The challenge that I feel in the rejection area isn't the financial challenge of I didn't, because I didn't make that deal or get that listing, I'm not going to be able to make my mortgage. So I don't have that feeling like I felt in the first few years. Mm-hmm. It's more of the, they don't think I could sell their home. It's more of this ego maybe of the rejection. So I'd say that that's one of the challenges.
What are some of the qualities that you think make for a successful realtor?
Tenacity, never giving up, pushing through the hard times economically, persistence. Follow-up is a huge one. Following up and answering your phone. If you can do that and you're a genuine person, there is a place, I believe, in any sales for you.
When you look into the future, where do you think you're going to be as a realtor? Where is your company going to be down the road?
You know what, that's a really great question. I've been reading a lot of media about AI, about artificial intelligence, about Zillow, a lot of these companies that are coming in that are trying to provide a different service. As far as AI, I feel like buying a home is very personal. It's a big financial commitment. There's a component that AI is never going to be able to fill, is that touch, is that human interaction that we have. So I believe that as far as that goes, there will always be a place for realtors. I look at the last, almost 19 years of my career, and there's been a huge evolution in technology. So I think that we would be naive to think that that isn't going to continue. There isn't going to continue to be evolution on the technology front. Most of the technology has assisted us, i.e. DocuSign. I sell your house, I don't need to come to your home in my pajamas at 10:30 at night, and you don't have to see me in my pajamas. So that has been a huge, for someone like me that does a lot of volume, it's just been a saving grace. Where I see the challenges coming in is other companies who will try to take over that market And so I think that is why it's so important for realtors and business owners in real estate to make sure they're evolving, to make sure they're understanding social media and marketing, making sure they're keeping up with the times.
Okay, thanks a lot for joining us today, Tanya.
Thanks, Mario.
That was 5 Questions with Calgary's Business. Thanks for joining us today. I'm your host, Mario Tanaguzzi.